format. Funk, soul, jungle, man, you gotta play all that. Mix it up, not lick it up. The mix of DJs should pick you up. KRS-One,
good morning.
DJ Revolution, tell me, what's the solution? The DJ.
I love this record right here.
D-Dot, J-Dot, man, don't even say that. We real in the field, y'all pressing play by. DJ Revolution, watch how you say that. Y'all gonna respect these DJs from way back. Yo, hey Jack, this the payback. Y'all far from home and forgot your way back. So man, I'm the teacher.
Monday morning, y'all. What up, y'all? Monday morning.
This short list for DJs so you can get on your job. Number one, a DJ is not an iPod. A DJ is not a jukebox. Fuck your request. You come to hear the DJ.
They rock. Oh yeah, come on.
Just because you got 20,000 songs in your computer and you call on them doesn't mean you should board a crowd. Be selective. You don't have to
play all of them. Come on now.
I really shouldn't have to say this, but don't build your set from your PD's playlist.
Nope.
Number 4, DJs across the nation. What you play in your ride, play on the station.
That's right.
Number 5, needless to say, DJs must love the music they play.
You gotta love it.
Number 6, if you're good, just because you can scratch doesn't mean you should.
No, you shouldn't.
And scratches like seasoning when you use it. Rock it, but people want to hear the music. So number 7, let's get into this. Don't ever start a mix you can't finish. And number 8,
wow.
the DJs to hear it. Don't shout your name over other rappers' lyrics or rhymes. Number 9, keep the party moving. Play up the 2 verses only. Keep the party moving.
I'm guilty of that
10,
sometimes.
find a friend, a true MC that's down with you to the end. Someone who can explain what you doing. Sort of like KRS with DJ Revolution. What are we?
Wow. Good morning, y'all.
Yeah. This moment they all been waiting for, Playboy.
Monday morning, y'all. What up, y'all? Good morning.
We in the house now for sure. Check us out. I'm tired of playing games.
I do that same thing. Good morning.
I'm so into you. Cause even before we hit the bedroom, I was friends with you. If they ask, I ain't gotta say whom in them interviews. My sweet thing never believe them rumors that been true. The fact I had numerous friends is true. But you was wifey, could change me to a broom in a minute, boo. Maybe my sense of humor gets into you. But girl, they can make a perfume from the center of you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm to the building. This is the morning emails. Good morning, Jordan. See how I remove the lyrics before I say anything, because I do respect the rapper's lyrics. Let's go, y'all.
Like any other man, I would have zoomed to the clinic too. I want to see if me and my junior's identical. A dude put a wound on the skin of you. I swear to everything.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning.
Only kind of first real love. My baby got them dreams she can touch in a voice from above. She's a pearl in the rough. It takes a village to raise her.
Come on, y'all. Let's get it popping this morning.
I know my smile can be upstaging. On the stage, I provide like a daddy. And a mother, give my life, put that on my life.
Let's get some love too. All the.
I be a bit. My comments and I scroll through of your opinion. You can't do it quite like I can.
Shout them out this morning.
I'm just here to shed a light. Yeah,
good morning. Big love to the
baby mama.
All you.
Baby mama.
I'm gonna shout them out to the
baby mama. Ain't depending on you, mama. Baby mama. Baby mama.
Never met at the.
Baby mama.
Good morning, everybody.
No time
I'm
for
sorry.
fake ones. Just sip some Cristal.
Rainy day in New York.
From east to west coast, spread love, son. And while you keep talking,
let's get
we count bank funds. I got no time for fake ones. Just sip some Cristal with these real ones. From east to west coast, spread love, son. And while you keep talking, we should count bank funds.
As I sit back, relax, steam of sip of Vex. Think about the sexy singers that I wanna sex.
Hey.
I look back, relax, steam of sip of sip of Vex. Think back, relax, steam of sip of Vex. Think about the sexy singers that I wanna sex. I probably go to jail for Patti LaBelle. Ooh, Regina Bell, she probably do me swell. Jasmine Guy was fly, Mariah Carey's kinda scary. Wait a minute, what about my honey Mary? Them jeans, they fitting like a glove. I had a crush on you since real love. Hold your horses, I'ma show you who the boss of intercourse is. Sex, I'm taking no losses. Even groups like SWV and TLC can't see B.I.G. with telepathy.
Good morning, everybody. Unction in the house. Shout out to the MOP First family. We're on our way to Europe again. Let's go.
Just copped a Bentley and it's parked in my garage.
At 2 o'clock appointment for my massage. And everywhere we go, they know just who we are. There they go, it's them ghetto superstars.
The latest throwback in the ones on my feet.
Get out the Benz and then I'm off up in the Jeep.
Taking flicks with chicks that look like Alicia Keys.
All of that, I'm still missing one thing. Hey, everything I wanted. Yeah. And everything that I called. Would you be mine? Hey. Something I want to tell you.
Let's go, Grown Folk Monday. Let's go, y'all.
Thinking that you should know. Big Pun be the largest thing. Straight out of the project stage. That's how we roll.
You know I'm well known like Al Capone, fully blown like Tomatana in the zone, sitting on chrome stone, sipping on champagne, rolling from Bible paper. See our hammer and take us through the eyes of Christ, Sean, Elijah, Jacob.
R.I.P. Big Pun. Let's go. Come on. Good morning, everybody. It's the morning on in the morning emails, right?
Pardon me, darling, if I alarmed you. I don't mean to bother you. I just wanna get you to pause and slow your walk so maybe we can talk and I can try to charm you. Just
good morning, everybody. Unction in the building. Getting ready for that old but gold. That's right. Next week. Oh man, the 10th and 11th out in Germany. Stuttgart, what up?
and maybe I can call you up.
Sometimes.
And maybe I can take you out.
Sometimes.
So let's exchange digits and later arrange visits, either your place or mine. Yeah.
Yo, ladies, you must listen to my bachata music. My bachata music is so good.
Someone I can depend on, if down no matter what. Know if you're winning, cause girl, it'll be fly. You won't have to be
he said, bro, if you play bachata music, all the ladies gonna love you if you play bachata music in the morning. That's my barber. He listens in the morning.
But I won't stop playing. So I can't stop playing. You can hate me now. You can hate me now.
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Don't hate me. Hate the money I see. Clothes that I buy, ice that I wear, clothes that I try. Close your eyes, picture me rolling sixes, money folding, chicken, honeys that swollen the richest. Knives get in ya, most critically acclaimed Pulitzer Prize winner, best storyteller, thug narrator, my style's greater, model data, big threat to a lot of you haters. Commentators ringside try, watching my paper, almost a decade, quite impressive. Most of the best is in the.
You know, it's crazy. All the Americans, a lot of Americans, like Jewish Americans that are with the anti-gun stuff now because of what's going on in Israel, they're all buying guns now. You know, it's crazy. This is y'all crazy. Jesus. Listen, you better go grab one. Good morning, everybody. This is the morning emails, the morning yawning. What up, Miz?
I got love for my homies who be rolling with
you asked me that question like
play No
You asked that question already, like
ain't nobody playing with me.
like 2 weeks ago.
I got love.
Well, Atkins, good morning.
On my family tree.
Tomorrow is Halloween. White people Christmas is tomorrow. I mean, you know, Rainbow Christmas is tomorrow. Come on, everybody. Yo, Miz, what up? Check in on Miz today. See how he doing. Miz comes in.
I pulled my pulse with the honey's heart. It's gotten even worse now that the money's washed. Like a letter yard, 9-8 find me straight. Good health.
See what's happening with my boy Miz. I ain't had him on in a few days.
I run through chicks like borrowed clothes. I'm the type of nigga that father propose. Have a test J, follow the codes. Essay on my best day, I'm like God with News acquisition to the Young Princess.
Good morning, everybody. Punk's here. Let's go.
Tierra Marie. He gets busy. Come on.
Hey. Hey. Lights bugged out.
Marie, I told you.
Busy. Happy Monday, Tamika.
Gucci sweater, Louis leather. You was never with groupies ever, goofies ever. So it's only right
You know, late. I tell you something. You play the bachata music, the ladies gonna like it. I tell you, bro. Bachata for the ladies. A lot of great Latin rappers. They just not in New York, you know. Which is I've come to the understanding that Will Atkins is a locally restricted person. We got to get you out traveling so you can see the world. We're gonna do a go Spangled Man. They be thinking I'm Dominican. They be talking to me in Spanish, the old ladies. I be like, nah, I'm not Dominican. I'm Geechee. Now that's a good question. But ain't that Tekashi 6ix9ine, the Spanish rapper? I'm going to answer that question. So New York has an abundance of Spanish rappers, but what's happened, they've adapted it to their own culture now. So now the Dominicans and what's happening is just a lot less Puerto Ricans in New York. But the Dominican and Colombian and all them other south of the border Spanish rappers, they got their own thing going on. It's just that it's not on your radar. But there's a tremendous amount of Spanish rappers out there.
So nervous. She was looking like she was hurt, like the memory had.
Come on over to YouTube, y'all. Trust me, man. YouTube is a better experience.
Myself and you really know how. Me and you two know each other so well. Cause I wanna know now. You better start talking.
Good morning, everybody. Chill. Let's go. We warming up.
It's so funny running into you.
Hey.
Has to be 3 years since we last seen each other. Many flashbacks come to mind of the wild and crazy times we used to have with one another. We absolutely didn't care. We would do it anywhere. Eye contact, and it was That's when I was wildin' out. I couldn't care less about someone getting hurt. I've done my share of dirt, but I'm a wise up. Oh yeah. Now I'm doing again, but I can't. Ooh-wee. Everything is different now. I'm finally settled down.
Yeah.
Ooh. There were many others after.
The Puerto Rican population has moved out of New York, kind of like the black population. If you pay attention, the original black population that's in New York is starting to move out. Pennsylvania, Connecticut, out, away from New York City. The Puerto Rican population also, now they're being replaced by Dominicans, Colombians, Mexicans, and all the other different South American countries. Even the Jamaicans are starting to move out of New York, and they're being replaced by more Haitian, Panamanian, and other African and, West African people. This is still a port, an immigration port, New York City. And most people are come here and they move out, kind of like the white people. Now what's happening is the white people are starting to move back into New York, and more the black people starting to move back out of New York. So if you go to New York in the nighttime, you'll see black people more in the service areas where they're working, and you'll see more white people living in New York City nowadays because it's more expensive. Pay attention to trends. It's me sometimes, but mostly you. Who did I just send that thing to? Sorry. How do you unsend some shit? Throw that in the garbage. I stay up, Miz. I'm on European time. I've been doing business at 3:34 in the morning. Good morning. Yeah, I love Brandy. Love Brandy. Weekend was great, actually. That's bringing up one of my topics I'm going to talk about this morning. I was with my sister this weekend, and we had a heated debate over this. Now, she's not my sister from my mother. She's my sister, and she's now single. Her daughter's grown, and she's a middle-aged woman. Pay attention to trends, and if you notice, even in schools, there are a lot less black African Americans, and I think there's a reason for that. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. Because if you kind of marginalize and get rid of all the black people and satisfy the immigrant blacks that come over here from Africa and West Indies and all that stuff, then you can wipe out the need for anything like reparations or even an apology, because you kind of marginalize the people. That's why I do Black Facts. I will keep y'all up on the history. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Looking at me, there really is there is a movement to try to wipe out actual black African American history. Y'all pay attention. Follow the trends. Pay attention to it. If you dilute the interest, so you got Jamaicans that come over here, a lot of black people from different areas, the Caribbean and all that stuff, and so they don't have the same experience as the African Americans. So you can actually dilute the interest, and you can dilute the lobby. That's what's happening. Pay attention. We better learn from the Jewish community the Israeli community because they don't let nobody forget about their struggle, and they will fight to the death for their struggle.
This party all right. West side.
Whatever that's happening down there, whatever you agree with, one thing we can agree on, they will fight to the death for what they believe in.
She's so self-conscious. She has no idea what she's doing in college. That major that she majored in.
Whatever side you are on this conflict, one thing that's true about the Jewish people, they will fight to the death for what they believe in.
The concept of school seems so secure. Sophomore 3 years ain't picked a career. She like, I'll just stay down her and do it.
And remember, I'm not talking about, I don't get caught up in the past, right? What happened in the past. I'm telling you what's happening now and what you got to pay attention to moving forward. I had a good conversation with my brother Easy Breezy this weekend, and we talked about ways to solve problems in our community. And one thing we agreed on, because we don't always 100% agree, but we do have very, not complicated debate, but very informative debates. And what we agreed that we have to look forward in how we're going to solve problems. We got to pay attention forwardly now. So be looking forward is paying attention to trends that move forward, y'all. Let's go, y'all. R.I.P. to homie from the 702. She passed away this year, too. That's crazy. Shout out to Maya, looking good out there. She in shape. She working hard. She out there doing the overgo. She rocking out there.
Hey.
I definitely don't believe we fight. Well, it's not about fighting for our history. I don't think that Black Americans do the things that we need to do to make sure that the history doesn't repeat itself. As you see, history is repeating itself constantly. Every generation is repeating itself. Women are raising daughters who are raising more daughters. And I think not the problem, but it has to start with the women in our community. And I think that is the big problem. It's the family. Family is the trigger. Without the family, we lose.
Oh, baby, you. Oh, baby, me. Oh, baby, we.
The key to destroying Black America is the destruction of the family. That's how you destroy Black America.
All in my mind. I'm wondering why we cannot find what was left at the beginning. If I could you again,
That's a complicated question. There are a lot of things we are doing right, but we are not finding the family properly. If you look at the divorce rates, single mother rates in our community, that's what the big key to the problem is, the no family.
What's the difference between me and you?
What's the difference? In other communities, Chinese, Arab, Jewish, they're all family-oriented. We have mastered the art of the single mother in our community. The one difference that's happened in our community that's not happening anywhere else, we have mastered the art of the single mother. And that's a new phenomenon because even when we was poor back in the Depression, back in the 30s and 40s, when we was getting segregated against, the Black family was in effect. That's what held us together. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, everybody. The morning yawning. How y'all feel out there this morning? Good morning, guys. Day ones in the house. Shout out to my day ones. Yeah, well, we can't keep talking about what happened before. I'm just telling you what we got to do now.
Let's go, girl.
Listen, if I'm trying to beat you at a game and you lose the game, that means you lost the game. That don't mean that you should keep telling me what I did to beat you. You should always try to figure out a way to beat me for the next time we play. Come on now. The game moves forward. Let's go. Shout out to my brother Easy Breezy, Dennis McKeezy. Shout out to my man Shango Blake, Dr. Blake. BU, I see y'all. Let's go. There are a lot of people doing the right thing out there. We're going to highlight them. The move forwards. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Remember, the trap is there long. We celebrate the trap, but the trap is there as long as you keep being trapped. That's what y'all celebrating. Words have power. The trap. Think about it. That means you like being trapped. You're celebrating being trapped. Fuck that trap. Let's go. Woo. 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 Yo, Miz, get your punk ass up.
This is the remix, baby. Hit the block about 12 o'clock. Getting the changes in my pop top.
Good morning.
Next one, of course, but I got it locked. Issued on them with the platinum CO6 double over the V12. Yeah, I just caught. Caught shorty checking from across the street. I brought it straight. He was moving with this fake cat from.
Hey.
Wanted whatever. Stay.
Grown folks, Monday morning, Monday magic. Let's go, y'all. Hope your weekend was good.
Don't you know I got
Good morning. I don't own any of the music I'm playing today. Let's go, y'all. This all belongs to somebody else. Let's go. News purposes only. Ed and news purposes only. I'm going to explore a question. Should there be mandatory... I had this conversation with my sister over the weekend. My baby sis. Should there be mandatory... Woo! Let's go, y'all. Mandatory DNA tests at birth.
Blame it on the Blame it on the got you feeling loose. Blame it on the tongue, got you feeling tongue.
You're gonna blame it on her. You're gonna claim it cause it's... I don't drink no more. Let's go, y'all.
She said she usually don't, but I know that she front.
I am healed it. I don't drink no more. I don't want no more alcohol no more. You see that guy? Okay, he said he's not gay no more. I have been freed of the alcohol.
Now I know what you drinking, don't let me
Good morning, everybody else in the building. You see that guy on that is the funniest. Yo, I laugh so hard every time I see that. I'm not drinking no more. I like Mims's. I don't like Mims's no more. That is hilarious. I love that.
Ladies scream if you feel you're good looking. Put your drinks up.
Hey.
Take your shoes off.
Hey.
Super tracks. This is what we do, y'all. Who you know make the club rock.
Good morning.
I'ma ride out.
Good morning.
Who put the party in the frenzy? So meet me on the floor where the ladies be. Long as the beat keep going, the tracks keep flowing, the drinks keep flowing. Let me see some footwork. Super rocking all night till your feet hurts. I be the life of the party, from the club to the hotel lobby. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work.
All right, Miss, tap in. What you got going on this morning?
Sweat it, I break a heel, sweat it, I break a heel, sweat it, I break a heel, sweat it.
Nobody's downplaying it. It just becomes a part of history. Doesn't stop you from doing what you got to do every day. Getting up in the morning. You up in the morning. You're an example of getting up in the morning. For whatever the reason, you up. So let's make that day productive. Lead by example. Let's go, y'all. Hey. Happy belated birthday to my sister, Dr. Allison Farrington. I got a whole OSG crew that get up every day and do that work because the work keep coming. Pause. Every single day. That's what it's about. And the work can be done on all levels. I'm working from the top. You can work from the bottom. Let's go, y'all. That work needs to be done. Less work. Less work. Less work. OSG. OSG. MOP. Let's work. Let's work. That was my strategy. That's why y'all hear MOP now. That's why we can't go away. Because I would not allow the system to put us down. Good morning.
Now I can feel the wind past my face.
We could have been like that, you know?
As we dance the night away.
Wow.
And boy, your lips taste like a night of
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on him. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, monkey. Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Blaze, a.k.a. Blaze Elliott, a.k.a.
I don't drink no
Blaze
more.
Blaze from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Laze.
Hey, yo. Hey, Miz, tap in. I sent you the link.
Hey, yo, Laze is
Crazy bastard.
Yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Come on, man.
The information.
That's what we do. We give the information, the invitation, and the inspiration. Good morning, everybody. Oh man, I'm gonna rock that playlist in the background. But first, let me give my shout outs this morning, Monday morning, you and everybody. How y'all feeling? Oh, this is Monday. Good morning. Let's shout out my home team. Good morning, on is Angeline Diva, Will Atkins. Good morning, Marcel Cotter, aka Crazy Miz, Tamika Woods. Good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Troy Mumford, good morning. Will Atkins. Your questions be crazy, but I love them. Keep coming, Will. Yeah. Good morning. Yes, everybody. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling out there this morning? Let me give my shout outs. Byron Kirkland, too. What up, BK? Rocky Horn, good morning. Michael Walker, Pastor Leo Cologne, good morning. Wow. Gary Bond. I like that picture of Biz Mark you got up there, Miz. Nitty Green. Biz was a friend of Biz as well. Real Dre, H.L. Thompson, Asia Dose Freeze, Whitehead. Janine, what up, niece? Dimitri Humes, Doreen Copeson, Robert Garris, Kareem Coco, Linton, Anthony Peccioloni, and Andre K. Dre. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How y'all feel out there this morning? Yeah, I don't drink no more. You see that commercial? Oh, that's hilarious. The guy that I guess he said he cured himself from being gay. Listen, tomorrow's Halloween, aka Gay Christmas. Y'all have a good time tomorrow. Miz gonna be out there with his rainbow flag on tomorrow. Hey, nothing wrong with it, Ray. Do your thing, Miz. Come on, man. Go out there and show that love for the peoples out there. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Hey, make sure you get represented out there, Miz. Make sure you get taken care of out there, man. We want you to be everything you can be tomorrow. It's crazy. I try to avoid that holiday as much as I can because it gets a little over the top for me. And I'm not knocking nobody's lifestyle, but that shit gets a little next level. You know what I'm saying? It gets ready. Getting off work, Troy? That's right. Out there work. Again, there you go. Example of the conversation I was having earlier with Troy. I mean, with William, it was talking about, what can we do? What can black people do? You got to work. That's all. You got to put that work in. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Continue to put the work in because that's really where it's at. But it is, but also recognize the game. I'm hipping y'all a game. There is a marginalization effort because if you marginalize black people in the country, then we lose political power and we don't have, and those issues that we want to fight for don't get taken care of. Pay attention, be smart, use your brain. That's what this morning cast is for, information as well as entertainment. Information. because most of the black people now in the country that are being named black people aren't really from America. Like you talk to Dr. D Nice, she's not from here. She's from Jamaica. So her struggle is not going to be the same struggle as somebody's struggle who lived in Alabama or Mississippi. It's just what it is. The black Americans that live in this country that have been here for generations and generations do not have that ability. You know, you're trying to come in. Okay, let me just. I hit you with the wrong. My bad, miss. I hit you with the wrong link. My fault. So I got you, miss. So just pay attention. You know what I'm saying? It's different. If your mother and father are from Jamaica, you're not gonna have the same struggle. Good morning, Dr. Nina. As somebody who comes from Kentucky or somebody from the slave states, North Carolina, South Carolina, like my family from South Carolina, the Geechee people, they're gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the African American struggle is different for those people than it is for people that just got here 2 generations from Jamaica that immigrated, like the Mexicans, or I mean not the Mexican, but like some of the white people and some of the other people that come to this country. Pay attention to what we're talking about this morning, all right? Know the subtle differences and know what it is. Good morning, everybody. Look who's in the building. Look who's in the building. Miss Crazy Miz is in the house. What up, Miz? Yo, Miz, I got a question.
Have a hostage situation or something.
Look at this dude. Yo, this dude right here. I'm glad. You know what? Every day I see you and you drinking like this in the morning, that makes me feel even happier. I don't drink no more. I don't drink no more.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. It makes me happy too because I know it's more in the store for me, motherfucker.
There you go. Already.
Fuck you.
That's what happens. See, when you drink, you get a little aggressive, and you stuff.
I'm not aggressive. I'm happy that you don't drink. I'm happy you don't drink no more. I'm happy you don't drink because it's more in the store for me, motherfucker. Fuck you. I wish the rest of your friends stop drinking and send me all them leftover. I'm coming to your house and get all that leftover liquor.
That liquor is gonna sit here and get old.
No, because it's gonna intimidate your ass.
Not even. It should sit right there. I ain't got to touch it. I got something called willpower. I don't even think about it. I don't let it control me. It's just
I got something called real power.
You will do what?
I said real power.
You will. You real power. You got.
Ladies, I had a bad weekend, man.
What happened, man? What she doing?
Talk about. I got incarcerated.
You got locked up this weekend?
I swear to my mother.
Turn off your TV.
I'm not gonna tell you what happened. But
turn off your TV though. This shit is blaring.
Okay. Let me go ahead and cut this TV off. I'm laying on my couch.
Miz got locked up. We got to get it out of Miz while he got locked.
Now you're not gonna get it out of me. You're not gonna get it out of me. Now we might can negotiate something for a couple of beers.
You can negotiate the story.
Yeah, you gotta send that shit cash out.
Put a pin. Yeah, I'll cash out you some money if that's what get you out. If we're gonna get out this, if we can get the story out. Everybody else. Put your cash app in, Miz. Put your cash app. And everybody, if y'all send Miz enough money on cash app, he'll tell us why he got arrested.
And I just got out yesterday too.
He was locked up for the whole weekend.
I'm dead ass.
Did it have something to do with liquor? I just want to know.
No. I was in Queens Central booking, and then they gonna talk about they got some shit called an iCard. Oh, the Brooklyn detectives want to see you. I said, what the fuck? Then they gonna transfer me to Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn, fucking Central bookings now. I'm saying I ain't been locked up. Man, come on, we don't do this no more. I'm too old to be locked up. I'm in there with all these young motherfuckers. Then I'm in there with this motherfucker. He's laying on the bench. He just farting and eating cheese sandwiches and that milk. Just farting. I said, motherfucker, if you don't get the fuck kicking this nigga, his shoes fell off. He's stinking. This nigga feet smelling like ground zero. Yo, come on.
Jail stories by Miss.
I don't want to hear that shit, man. Talk about something else, man. You're not going to get it out of me. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Not today. Okay, ladies, how was your weekend?
Put your cash app in so I can tell you. Come on. Yeah, they want to know why you got arrested.
I'm not telling this story today.
What happened? Run it. What happened,
Nope, I'm not telling you. Because I might go back. If I tell you, I might go back this evening.
You might go back to jail this evening? Why
if
would
I
you
tell that story.
Really? You're
Yeah.
in the wrong.
Yo, no bullshit. I got out of Central Booking, right? You know what I did? I walked all the way from Brooklyn Central Booking to the club. I was at the club with my cousin. I didn't even have a phone because they kept my phone, they kept my shoelaces, they kept my belt. So I had to go in the store. I had money. I went in the store and bought a beer. I told the man, give me an extra plastic bag. So he gave me an extra plastic bag. I made a belt. I tied my pants up. Okay, now my pants ain't falling down. Now I ain't got no shoelaces. I called my cousin. He said, I thought you was in jail. I said, well, I'm out now. So I walked all the way from Brooklyn Central Booking to the club. It's Halloween night. Let me tell you, ladies, I'm going to tell you this, so you're going to laugh your ass off. So I'm in there looking fresh out of motherfucking Central Booking. It's Halloween. Everybody in there got on costumes. This motherfucker going to tell me in the club, you got on a costume. I said, what's the name of my costume? He talking about fresh out. I said, you motherfucker. Then they got jokes. Then they got jokes out there. I said, you talk about my costumes. It's called
jailbird with a plastic bag as a belt.
I got plastic bag. I ain't got no shoelaces. I ain't got no jewelry on, no earrings, no nothing. I know. I'm in the club. School. Here go school. Here go school. Man, you look alright. You better fuck you.
Listen to school if you want to.
Gas me. You look alright. You good.
Oh, shout out my Trinity people. Music. Miz. Fresh out. I'm fresh out of jail this morning. Miz, how's it feel to be free and fresh out of jail this morning?
Woo.
Fresh out music. That's fresh out of jail music. Miz, fresh out.
Locked up won't let me out.
Locked up won't let you out. Damn, Miz, really? You got locked up this weekend?
I'm dead ass serious, ladies.
Can we talk about why you
nothing? I don't want to talk about that. Nope. We're not talking about that. Nope.
So tell me what you do. What'd you do, Miz?
I just said we ain't gonna talk about it. Here you go. Now tell me what you do. What the fuck? You act like I'm slow.
No, I'm saying. So now tell me what you did. I mean, I understand what you just said. So just tell me what you did.
Blaze, I'm not slow, motherfucker. You said the same question and different. You asked me the same question. Fuck out of here. I'm not stupid. I'm not a dumb drunk.
Hello, Miz. I just want to find out what you did.
I'm not telling you. That will be your show this morning to find out what I did, nigga. And I really didn't do anything.
If everybody just $2, $5, everybody put money in the kid Mrs. Cash App, whatever you can, because we need to find out what he did to get locked up today. Miss, you're not Billy.
Not gonna be able to do.
Never a dull day with Miz. I'm not Vlad. I bet you go on Vlad TV and tell on yourself. All right, let's stay with blackfacts.com. Look at the blackfacts.com. Now that Miz is on, let's get the blackest of blackfacts.com. Black fact of the day, October 30th, 1945. Jackie Robinson breaks the color baseball barrier in baseball. We're talking black today. Black on black, baby. Black on black. Miz did a black on black crime. He was one of the most famous baseball players of all time. His use of nonviolence, his talent, his character challenged the traditional basis of segregation, and then marked any other time and aspect of baseball life. Yeah, again, we celebrating regular shit. Like a brother can't play baseball. This is regular shit. Until 1945, he played for Kansas City Monarchs of Negro Leagues. Branch Rickey, the president of the GM of Brooklyn Dodgers, signed Jackie Robinson to the Brooklyn Dodgers, and he became the first ever African-American baseball player. Good black facts today, though. Throughout Robinson's first season, the Dodgers were rejected for service at hotels and were threatened by people everywhere they traveled. This is how stupid the shit was. You couldn't even get in a hotel. Robinson won Rookie of the Year in 1947, and then excellent career. He was a six all-time in 8 years, and he was named to All-Century team. He also served as a great symbol of battle for civil rights. Yeah. The same people pissing on you saying it's raining. After his death in 1972, Robinson was posthumously awarded the Congressional Gold Medal and Presidential Medal of Freedom and recognition of his achievements. Why can't you give it to him when he's alive? Why give it to him when he's alive? For more black facts, go to blackfacts.com. let history be no mystery, because if it's a mystery, it tends to repeat itself. Kind of like Miz going to jail. It tends to repeat itself.
No. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. That's why you're not gonna find out, motherfucker.
Yo, Miz, first of all, good morning, Miz. How are you this morning, Miz? I just want to say hello to my friend Miz. He is doing very well this morning. He has just been released from Central Booking. And Miz, what are you gonna wear for Halloween?
This new shit out called Lazy Elliot.
You gonna wear the lace costume to board the email?
Yeah. It's called Sober Man.
Sober Man. Listen, I have no problem being sober. But here's my question today, Miz. And I want y'all to listen to this question. I got Miz on. Should DNA tests be mandatory when a child is born?
Hell yeah.
Should it be mandatory DNA? I was talking to my sister this weekend, and we had this big debate. And I was like, well, we were talking about the number of people, of black men that are find out that the baby's not theirs, and whatever the case may be. So I asked her the question: should DNA be mandatory? Should you, once you go in a hospital, and you and your wife or your significant other go in a hospital, should they test the father's DNA to make sure that the baby matches the father? And let's ask the question, Miz, why should it be mandatory?
Because women ain't shit. That's one of the reasons I was locked up.
Come on, man. You gotta let that story go.
The only person that can get the story out of me is April Leon, because she's gonna be my attorney on the air.
She's not here this morning. She's not coming on this morning.
Well, she good. You ain't getting the story then. I don't speak without an attorney.
You don't speak without What's your Cash App, Miz? But Miz doesn't even have a Cash App. He doesn't understand.
I got a new phone. I gotta put it on here. I got a new phone. But if you promise to send it to me today when I get it, I might start talking. I might start snitching on myself.
I promise to send you a Cash App today. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sending Miz a Cash App today because I really want to know why. I want to know why. Should men be forced to take a DNA test at the present? Never done. I'm not the Vlad guy. That's not Davlin. That's not Billy Dan's. That's not Billy Dan's. This guy thinks. Where you from, Davlin? Shout out to my people over the Gold party out in Germany. We'll be out there from the 8th. We're leaving out here on the 8th. We'll be back on the 12th. So I have a good weekend of German conversation. All my people from Switzerland are coming out. Shout out to DJ Trey and them. Shout out to my homegirl Izzy and everybody from Switzerland or Winnipeg. Oh, what up, Winnipeg? Yeah. Well, Winnipeg is a great city. We did perform in Winnipeg. And another announcement, we did. I know I've been there. We did a deal with Universal Attractions. So all y'all been asking for MOP to tour in the States. We will be touring in the States. I just needed the right agency, and I was going between UTA Universal Attractions, and we decided to go with Universal Attractions. So UAA will be touring big time in the States. So you guys are welcome. And anybody on the morning emails, I will make sure just hit me up, and I'll make sure you guys get a ticket. And you don't have to buy a ticket, but you will get a ticket to the show. And backstage pass, and come hang out with us and ask all the questions. We'll act this. We will be touring in 2024 in the United States. I didn't tour last year in the States for that reason until we found a good agent. We did find a good agent. So shout out to the Moskowitz and everybody over at Universal Attractions that are out there putting that work in and touring. All right, there you go. Got you covered there. See that? Yo, Miz. Let's get back to the story.
No.
Should DNA tests be mandatory at birth to identify the mother and father? Should they be mandatory?
Yep.
Did you know that Canada has never had a hurricane? Well, because Canada is kind of landlocked except on the east and west coast, which for the most part, they may have had hurricanes up in the east. They did have hurricanes up in the east and west coast. Now, central Canada may not have had hurricanes, but in the eastern coast of Canada, yeah, a lot of the hurricanes go up there. You're born in Colombia. Well, I love Colombia, first and foremost. I don't know your name. I can't read. It looks like Arabic. I can't read that. But Colombia, Medellin and Bogota. I've been to both of those cities. Great people in Colombia. A lot more black people in Colombia than you would believe. A lot of Africans went to Colombia. And also, for those that don't know, when they were trying to get rid of the slaves in America, when Lincoln was trying to send a lot of slaves to Colombia. So Miz might have been speaking Spanish. They black as Miz in Colombia. Yeah,
your black jokes don't work. Your black jokes don't work no more. They used to work back in the days. That shit don't work no more.
Yeah, I know. Now, you're proud to be black. I'm proud to be black too. So the Jewish.
No, you're not, because you're not black.
I am black. I am.
No, you're not.
Paper bag brown.
You fake ass black man. You a fake black man. You never been black.
Yeah. Anyway, they're selling prison ID and booking photos for sale on Tupac Shakur. They just let this every time you turn around, this Tupac Shakur conversation comes up. I am so
shit.
tired
I'm about selling my shit.
They sell. You might as well sell your jail ID. They're selling his jail ID now. Come on, son. And they selling his booking pages. I won't even put this up for y'all to see this. This is just
hell no.
I'm not putting that shit up.
I don't like that. If I don't like it, it don't happen.
I don't like it either. Why would you be selling Tupac's ID? Yeah, let that man rest. It's too much. Poor guy. You know what I'm saying? Like poor guy. Did you see this dude security knock out this little white boy? Listen, okay, for security. Here's the thing. White people are the fans of rap music, and without white people, they won't buy rap music. You won't sell any rap, baby. Don't knock out white people at the shows. Don't knock out white people at the shows. Just knock this guy out. The big ass security, you just knock this boy out. And plus, you don't want to be knocking out white people. They buy tickets. Like people like Miz get in free. He ain't buying no tickets.
Legs, look.
Yeah. Well, hold on, man. Let me look. Let me see what's going on.
These are my release papers. The only reason I'm doing this is because I know you can't see for shit.
I can't see for shit, but I will go back and blow it up the page. So you've already got it. I mean, Dum. You call Dum. Dum. I can just go back and blow the page up now. Thank you very much. It's all being recorded. Gotcha.
Your blind ass still can't see.
Yes, Jamaica says yes. You just okay. Hold on. Yes to mandatory DNA. Seen too many cases where men find out after bonding with the child support, etc. The child isn't theirs. There is there is. This can impact and devastate impacts on life. Yes, you're right.
Lays, I feel like this. I feel yes, it should be mandatory DNA test, because I got caught out there and I take care of a child till he was 17. I'm gonna say one thing and don't cut me off the air. I took care of a child. You know the young lady, Lays. I think you came to my job in the office building and met her one time. But you know the lady.
Yeah.
Is the cash app still open? Is the cash app still open? I had a friend. Is the cash app still open? No, but a friend of mine came to meet me after work one day, and the young lady came to meet me after work one day. And it took me too long to come downstairs. So I think they went out to lunch or
we didn't go out. We didn't go out.
I didn't say you. You incriminate yourself. Okay. But at the end of the day, I took care of this child for 17 years. Come to find out it wasn't mine. And he's light skinned.
You saying the child? Who was the child belong to? That's what.
Her name was Pauline.
Her name was. That was her name. I forgot her name.
You shouldn't.
All right. The real story was
Oh no! Oh, you want to tell a real story?
I'm not telling the story.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
We were wild people.
Yeah.
Pretty wild back then.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you that Miz tried to sell my car?
No. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, my son's father. Let's talk about you and my son's father.
Oh God.
Yeah, you want to go there, right? The cash app still open. Let's talk about my son's last name is Elliot.
Why
you hear what I said? My son's last name is Elliot.
Shut up, man. Why? Trust me, I wasn't the only guy. That's all I'm just saying. I wasn't the only guy. Some people like to party. That's all. She likes to party.
Yeah, but you went to the after party.
My question is, Miz, so what happened this weekend? Why'd you get arrested?
No, you talk about some people like to party. You was the DJ at that party and the host.
Oh my God. Yeah, straight up screenshot and blow. We're gonna screenshot that and blow that up, Miz. We're gonna screenshot that and blow that up.
Yeah, look, I mean, you can't see for shit. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, you're right. I will be able to see soon. You know, in 6 months I can do my operation.
Well,
So
you'll see why I was locked up in 6 months then.
No. Miz, I will send you a cash app today. I will send you.
I know you will. Then you get your story today.
I'll send the cash app right now. If you have cash app, I will send it to you right now. I will send you a.
How long is I gonna get my story?
$30. I see $30 right now. $30. That's enough.
Let me see how many beers that is.
Yeah.
That ain't even a case, motherfucker.
Yes, it is a case of beer. Especially that cheap ass shit you drink.
I drink Guinness.
All right. How much is a case of Guinness? I will buy you a case of Guinness. I will order it from Drizzly, and they'll send it to your house.
Right.
For alcoholics that's too lazy to leave their crib, Drizzly. Good morning, everybody. Your boy Unks in the building. Shout out to my OSG family. Shout out to my MOP First family. We up and running this morning. This is Money on the Unks in the building. A day before Halloween, we got Crazy Miz in the house. And Crazy Miz, just a recap, Crazy Miz was locked up this weekend. And we are trying to get it out of him to tell us why he went to jail this weekend. We do understand it was about a woman. And I can see that Miz is hurt because he's bringing up old stuff from some old girlfriends from back in the days. Like, don't let me tell people what you was doing with Schoolboy Lady back in the days. Don't let me start bringing it up. Don't let me start bringing up how you was violating. That was his girl. You don't let me start bringing it up. You want me you want me to start talking? All right. That's your cousin. Let me start talking. Don't let me stop.
Hey, we kept it in the family.
Well, we was wild boys back in the days, man. But listen, so we talked about this conversation and we said why DNA tests should be mandatory. Because they got the law in New York State. New York State has a law saying that if you're married, it doesn't even matter whether or not. See, this is the twist to the law. It doesn't even matter whether or not the child is yours. If you're married to the woman, that wife, the child is yours regardless.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. So if you sign a birth certificate, even if you sign a birth certificate and then it happens, right, that the child is yours,
so true.
That's not yours. You still got to take care of that child.
Yep. Even if you find out later the child wasn't yours, you still got to take care of it. That is so true.
Wow.
You know why? Because I've been through it.
You been through it? So you assuming responsibility. Ja the chef out here this morning. Good morning, Ja. Ja's breakfast table is up and popping. He's out there. He's raiding people's breakfast tables, making sure that their refrigerator is right. Everything. The same applies in Texas. The same applies in Texas. So they say because the child. Well, first of all, the child didn't do nothing, so the child should be taken care of. Unfortunately, that's why.
Yes, the child did do something. He came out.
See, this is some bullshit.
If you knew I wasn't your father, why did you come out? Should have came out around that nigga.
We all have had issues. We all, as young men, we all have paternity issues with the kids, and then you see the problems with the kids as they grow older because the lack of the identity issues that kids have affects their growth and development. Let's go to the psychological aspect of it. There is growth and development issues when the child gets older and when he doesn't understand who his origin is. For instance, I'm Miz's father, so I understand he knows me. So he's a person.
That's why he's shit now.
He knows who his daddy is.
Yep. Me or my father, we ain't shit. Put together, we still ain't shit.
They said that's cold, Mr. Miz. Miz, that's cold. Let me call my sister, Dr. D Nice, and I want to see.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, I want to see if she can kind of explain the problems they have when the child doesn't know who his father is, because that brings conversation back to what Will Atkins said this morning about the problems in the African American community. The problem is the fathers aren't there, and so therefore the grounding of the family is not there. Look at how crazy Miz is.
Look at my father.
Miz, I want to apologize for being absentee for some years, but I'm here now, Miz.
You owe me a lot of bottles. The nights I couldn't go to sleep.
I got bottles for you, Miz. Good morning, Dr. D Nice.
Good morning, Grace.
I got a real story here today for you, and I need some input on this one. I need some guidance. I got Miz here. Her name is D Nice. Her name is D Nice. Yo, Miz, she's a real. Her name is D Nice.
I know who that is, eh? Shut up.
You suckers in the call a doctor. So Miz, so Dr. D Nice, here's the question. The question I asked this morning: why are you so messy? Why are you so messy? I'm not being messy. That's Miz being messy. But anyway, Dr.
Don't blame that on me.
The question I asked this morning was: should there be mandatory DNA testing for men and women and the child when their mother has a child? Should the country adapt mandatory DNA testing? First of all, let me ask you.
Okay. When you asked the question earlier, I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know, but maybe if either party is concerned, but for everybody, that's a whole lot of expense. And then now you trust in science to pull somebody back in the lab has ulterior motives. They can change things and adjust things and say whatever they want to. But now you're getting a third party involved. That's how I look at it.
Oh yeah, but okay.
I mean, if
that's a fair point. It's just
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fair point, but I don't think that the numbers of malfeasance in the laboratory is going to be a rationale behind what's happening.
No, I'm not talking the laboratory. I'm talking when people have a point to prove, they'll go at anything to make sure it's proven.
Why wouldn't you take that out of the mother and the father's hands by making it mandatory so that the mother, because at the end of the day, when I've been at all my children's birth. I mean, for my second one, I've been there, and what happened is that is an emotional time. So that's like you are loving each other. You are happy. You just pulled the baby out of your wife. You're sitting there. You're looking at the baby, trying to find your face in the baby and all that kind of stuff. Why? Just like all the tests they give the baby to make sure the baby's doesn't have any problems and have any health problems. Why wouldn't they just add a DNA test? They do a lot of tests anyway. Why wouldn't they just add a DNA test in there?
Okay. Why you got to bring the law and everything though? That's the problem.
Okay.
Why does y'all need to work it out on your own? Why does the law? Why does regulation? We always talk about how
this just got interesting. Dr. D Nice, let me ask you a question. Is there something you want to disclose this morning on the morning email?
Uh-oh. Lights out.
Well, you never know.
Dr. D Nice, you feel free. This is a safe space. You can.
Is it though? Is it though?
Wait a minute. Shit. Okay.
Let me wait till my husband get in the house.
Dr. D Nice, don't worry about it. Just whatever has happened at this point. I think I think
He's out here. He's out here helping me get my car get going for the morning, so I can't talk too loud.
You can't talk to the Statue of Liberty. I see what's going. Oh God! Wink, 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 Dr. D. Wink, just wink with your right eye. If
hey, ladies, check this out. Check this out. That's why we need DNA tests, because she's keeping stuff from him. She don't want him to hear that. That's why we need DNA. What else you done kept from him?
Let me find out. Wait a minute. This shit just got crazy. Dr. D-Nice, he just went crazy just now.
You don't want him to know you on the radio. What else you don't want him to know you don't did? Okay, that's why we need DNA tests.
My name is D-Nice. Check it out, you suckers. Don't ask about her baby.
Her name is D-Nice. That's why we need DNA tests, because her name is D-Nice.
Ask about our babies.
Her name is D-Nice.
Wait a minute.
Why we need DNA tests? You just answered your own question. Why we need DNA tests? DNA tests because her name is D-Nice.
Yo, Dr. D-Nice. Hold on for a second. Let's stop. Everybody, calm down. This just got crazy.
See you later. Bye.
Oh, now he's gone.
Yeah, okay. Her name is D-Nice.
Okay, that was the real conversation.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
So we in the DTI this morning. I don't know how long our sound's gonna be lasting very well.
Listen. Every second that you hear this morning is a blessing to us this morning.
Yeah, her name is D-Nice.
Oh my God! So Dr. D-Nice, let me ask you a question. So now, so you're saying, let's go back up, everybody. So now you're saying, why Dr. D-Nice says, why bring all that up now? Why get why? Why do you want to get DNA tested? Hold on for a second.
Why?
Wait a minute.
I'm a small government type of person. Any opportunity you bring the government in your life, you're asking for. You're giving them too much power.
You're giving the government too much power. So, but
you need to figure it out. You and whoever it is that you're thinking going on.
But that's not a big test. That's not a big question. That's not like a huge thing going on right there. That's just a simple. That's just like a blood test. Making sure there's no like diseases or whatever vaccination you give the kids or whatever the case may be. That's not a major test. DNA test.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. I just need announcement horns for Dr. D-Nice. Let me stop for a second. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, live on the morning emails, Dr. D-Nice is willing to reveal something exclusive.
Hey, did you sound? Did you send me?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Did you send me the proclamation sound? I don't know if I heard it in my face.
Dr. D-Nice, listen, this is a safe space. You can say anything you want to say this morning, Dr. D-Nice. We are willing to accept anything you want to say.
You me.
We're only joking. But the question was, and good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Tanya. Ms. just broke out. Ms. phone just dropped. The question was, should mandatory DNA be a part of the conversation when you're having a child? Like when you go into the child, just like all the other tests they take, they make. What are some of the tests they give a baby when you have a baby, Dr. D-Nice? What are some of the tests?
Oh man, now you're testing my knowledge because I don't know pediatrics. They do stuff to check for genetic things. They Oh man, I can't remember.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there. You said it. You said they test for genetic things, and if they so in that process of taking the test for genetic things, and why couldn't they test the DNA to make sure that the father is the father? And they know the mother's the mother because the baby came out of the mother, but they want to test. Why couldn't they test to make sure that paternity? Why couldn't they just test make sure paternity?
They don't know if the mother's the mother. Suppose it was like a surrogate that's carrying the embryo.
Well, then they would establish. Oh boy! First of all, I love the fact that you're fighting on this. I love it. I love the fact that you're fighting.
You just love war. I don't want peace. I want problems.
I love it. I love the fact that you're fighting me. Good morning, Kim. I love that fact, Dr. D. Nice. So listen. One more question before I let you go. So you say on your side of the conversation that it is problematic. You're saying you would not vote for mandatory DNA testing of the baby if it would progress DNA research. Apgar test. I don't know what that means.
But the Apgar is just it's when they're first born. It's not a blood testing. It's just it's kind of how high a quality baby was just born. And I can't even remember all that they do in the
Apgar test. Okay, so
doctor, it's not the blood part.
It's not a blood test, but they do a blood test though. They do take a little blood from the baby.
Yeah, they do stuff. Yeah, they do stuff.
So when you don't even need to take blood for a DNA test, they could just swab. They could just swab.
Is that PKU? I think it's PKU is one of them, checking for some blood disorder. Man.
All right, Dr. D. Nice. All right, we understand your position, Dr. D. Nice. And just understand this. Anytime you want to come on and make any announcements, feel free. This is the same.
Y'all gonna support me.
Dr. D. Nice. Have a good day, Dr. D. Nice. Yo, that is so crazy. Yo, that was so crazy. That went left. That when you don't want your DNA floating around from. Okay, that's a good point you're making. But you get a lot of tests. You get vaccinations. You get all kinds of stuff before you leave the hospital. Why wouldn't you want to make sure that the father is actually the father? That's the question that we're having this morning. Especially with statistics the way they are. With such a high level of young people finding out that their father isn't their father. This is a conversation we had this weekend. I was having with my sister. We're talking about this weekend. Medical data for African Americans should be protected like family secrets. Mm-hmm. Okay. But isn't these are all good points you guys are making, but wouldn't the knowing that this is who the father is, establishing a paternity, something that you should have the opportunity to do? Because when you don't establish paternity, the problems are more detrimental when you find out that that's not the father as you get older. Right, you ain't my daddy. I could be wrong, but there was a news report last week reporting that scientists are now able to recreate an egg cell from another cell. It does not need to be from a female. Well, that's down the road. That's not ready yet. Cindy Van Patten. Good morning, Cindy. That's something that's, you can recreate it, but you can't make babies out of it yet. We don't know. That's another conversation, a whole nother subject. I would want to make sure the father is the future. A father, if my lifestyle included more than one male in my life. That's you Star Asia. You make a great point. You make a good point this morning. You would want to make sure, especially if you're out there a little bit now, especially nowadays, where women are a little bit more promiscuous or publicly promiscuous than they used to be before. Women are more predatory, and they are not. It's not a shameful thing like it used to be back in the days for women to have more than one partner. This is not in any way, form, or fashion to shame a woman. This is just saying, listen, I was out there sleeping around a little bit, and I need to make sure that's the father's the father. I need Josh said the father needs to establish that. You know what I'm saying? Cloning humans. Yeah, well, that's coming, by the way. Just like AI is about to come. Listen, I was talking to somebody from Harvard recently, and they're talking about that real, like in the next 60 to 70 years, the human is just like I was talking about how the black establishment is being weeded out of the country. The cloning situation is real. That is on its way. Pay attention. Why inflict unnecessary trauma to my as a child when I could have handled this at birth? Exactly. I think you get it. I think you get it. If you handle it at birth, imagine knowing the father at birth versus knowing the father at 16. And all of a sudden, you live all your life. You got this man in your life who's taking care of you. And you find out that he's not your father at 15 years old. You're asking for problems. Medical information needs to be part of reparations. Top priority. DNA data will be worth more than crypto. That's interesting. Thaddeus, you're making a very good point. They've been cloning for 100 years already. Okay, well, send me some data to prove that. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to send up false stuff, and I don't have any proof that I know they've been trying to clone, and they've been cloning different foods and different animals, eggs, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know about human cloning. I don't know if they've gotten good at that already. Kim, stay there. I'm going to give you a call because I need a female perspective. I don't want to be up here mansplaining, so I need a female perspective on this. I'm out here. I don't want to be mansplaining out here this morning. Kimberly Robinson. Let me see if she's here this morning. Good morning, Kimberly Robinson.
Good morning, ladies.
So, I want to talk to a woman. I was talking to my sister this weekend. Jamie Foxx. She said Jamie Foxx has been cloned. Go search down. Yeah. I don't want to be down that rabbit hole. That is a deep rabbit hole, and I think it's coming up out of the hole down. Now it's coming up out of the hole. Yes, they've been trying to play God for years and years and years. Talking to Davin Hansen Rummel. They've been trying to play God for years and years and years, but God is God. They clone a lot of animals, and you guys are eating cloned animals like cows and chickens and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's scary.
This is scary, Lay.
Yeah, we opened up a whole can of worms. But the thing is with this conversation, but what we're talking about, and this is something that I want to. We can get to all that other stuff. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole just yet. So what I want to talk about, though, I want to just talk about, should it be, because the biggest problem we have, and the very large, they're saying the numbers are at least 30% of children that are born to a father grow up to find out that that's not the father.
Oh,
that's 30%, especially in 30% in the African American community.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a large population, and the trauma that's associated with you finding out that that's your father is real. That's serious trauma. And
hey, Lace, can I ask if this is happening more rampant these days, or did it happen as we were growing up? Whatever.
No, it always happens. It always happens. For instance, not a history buff. If you go back to slavery, a lot of times a young girl would have a baby by a grown man, and then the young girl would they would take the baby. The grandmother would take the baby, and then the baby would be raised by the grandmother. I'm a product of that. My father, rest in peace. My father's mother was my aunt. You understand?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because she was so young when she had him. And my grandmother is really my great grandmother on my father's side, because she took him. This was very common. The baby would be born, and then the girl would be too young, and the mama would take her, and then she would raise the baby. So who I call my aunt Tiny is actually my grandmother, and Anime Brown is actually my great grandmother. This has happened before, so it's not so. I'm not here. I'm not here to, what I'm saying. And so the family would take the baby, basically, and they would raise the baby. This was pretty normal in the black community over and over again. This is something that's happened. But nowadays it happens, and it's the family, because of the lack of family structure in the community, the family ain't taking that baby. The baby is stuck with the mother. The father's not there. And there is a disconnect between the baby, and I know many stories where the father is disconnected from the kid, and you can't lie about nature. The kid ain't his, and you find out down the line that the kid's not his, and that becomes problematic. You wonder why you disconnected as a father. There is a natural bond between a father and a child, like I have with my daughter. I know my daughter's my daughter. Because we have a natural connection from birth. You know what I'm saying? My children are naturally from birth. They're my children. So I have a natural bond with my children. But then I've seen situations where kids, they don't bond with the kid. And you always wonder, like, what is that real? How many times have you seen like, is that really his daddy? Is that really her father? You know what I'm saying? That is really so you solve that problem. You solve that problem by having a child having a DNA test at birth and making it mandatory. This is my opinion, to make it mandatory at birth so you don't have that problem early. You solve it early.
I agree with that.
You are not the father, Darth Vader. She said, Darth Vader. Luke, you are not the father. Yeah, David's funny. That's funny. But that's the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, and trust me, it has happened to me, and it had happened to other people. But what I brought the conversation up was that because we always talk about the problems in our community and how to solve the problems. Well, one thing we should solve is establishing paternity and finding out who the father is. I think that is one of the first things.
That should be the first thing, Lays.
I think it's important to find out who that daddy is, because if someone comes.
I'll be the baby pappy.
I the pappy. You know what I'm saying? That is funny. I'll be the pappy. So let me ask you a question. So Kim, where do you land on this conversation? How do you feel? And I just want you don't have to agree with me, obviously, but I just want to know where you land on this conversation.
I'm actually with you on the mandatory DNA, Lays. We can solve a lot of problems, solve a lot of emotional trauma with that. Because as we look at the children nowadays, I think it would be a lot easier that we start this from the beginning. The reason why we're not is because the woman is so ashamed of her choices.
Right. We can't let shame, guilt. We can't let, as Kevin says, shame, guilt, and the need to be right be the reason why we mess up somebody's whole life. Now you mess up a child's whole life.
That's
you know
what it becomes.
That's
what it becomes. One person's shame will mess up quite a few lives by the time this is over.
Right. I mean, and you can solve this problem by moving forward. I'm not saying that this is because a lot of time me and Dennis had a conversation this week. I love talking to Dennis over the weekend. And for those that don't know, me and Breezy, we have some, Breezy is a brilliant man. We have some great conversations over the weekend. We spend time together and we go through a lot of different things. And even though we don't always land 100% on things, we always come out and we get a very agreeable points because we understand that this is a future forward-leaning operation. We know where we work.
It's not all the time about being agreeing with someone. No. If you have a different opinion, you have a different opinion.
It's all about perspective, and everybody has a different perspective. And we talked about some of the things we want to do about moving forward, and it was a great conversation. Like, we need to move forward. We got to do this. I think we should do this. I think this matters here. Do you think And I said, one of the things we should always know where we come from. But like I said, people out there doing the work every day. And one of the things we could do to solve that high rate of fathers not being fathers in the community, at least let's establish the paternity early. Let's establish it early.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people won't come. A lot of people ain't at the hospital. A lot of people ain't there. But then now when you're getting somebody to take care of their child, at least you know that that's the father. And you don't have people paying for child support that ain't the daddy.
Again, all these lives being ruined because one person's shame.
One person's shame, but that ruins an entire life because your origin story is the most important story that you're going to have.
Absolutely. And there's quite a few lives ruined in there. You have two fathers, or how many other men that's included in this. You have the child, and your own. There's quite a few lives that will be ruined in this or altered dramatically.
It's a lot of lives. And listen, it happened very close to me where where DNA don't make you a daddy. Yeah, that's the defeatist attitude.
It don't make you a daddy, but it damn sure makes you a father.
It sure does. There you go. It makes you responsible. The DNA makes you responsible. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the point I'm making. Yeah. That's see, and I'm glad Cindy said that, because that really just puts you in a position of understanding that we've already accepted the lack of responsibility by fathers in our community, which is a big problem as to what's going on. The fathers have to be a part of the community. We could check. Like I had my son on punishment all weekend. My son was on punishment this weekend. Yeah, it does
that
make
was
you
so cute. His little face.
He's on punishment. Little dude's on punishment, man. You want to act up in school? Oh, okay. You think you go out there and play? No, you want to go out there and play soccer and all this other stuff this week? No. You rolling with me, and you outside with me, which is still a good thing. He was happy to be outside with his dad. He was happy to be with me anyway. And he got new sneakers and all. You know what I'm saying? He's still.
See what a punishment.
Yeah, he got punishment. He got
what a punishment.
Yeah, but remember, being a father, and I think sometimes when you check your kids, there's something. Mom is there. Mom's the center of the universe, and so if mom is not telling the truth at birth, that is a big problem for kids. Mom has to be responsible. The responsibility of a mother is so crazy. You got to tell the truth at birth. You got to be like, yo, this is your father. And sometimes nowadays women don't know, because women are a little more promiscuous nowadays than they were. They're always promiscuous. Women will be women, young women. But nowadays, that's an issue. You go in there, it's who the woman wants to be the daddy as opposed to the daddy. So that sometimes you may want that guy to be the father, but he may not be the father.
Absolutely. And it's sad.
Yeah, a village can't raise a child. Need a mom. It's got to start there, mom, dad. A village is a band-aid. The mother and father, because nobody can check you like your father. Understand me? Your father moved the furniture. Look at Miz. See, Miz is here. So when Miz, being that I'm Miz's father, I get out there and check him when he get out of line.
Yeah.
Can you put me? Good morning. Can you put me on punishment? I need the new Jordans. I'll follow you all weekend. I'll follow you for a week. I will be happy to be with you.
Yeah, I got to get new sneakers. Get a punishment.
Ain't no shame in your game.
No, that's not Billy. That's Miz. What is your Donovan? Donovan, do all black people look alike, Donovan? I just want to know. That is not Billy Dance. That's Miz.
Yes, I am Billy. How about small core?
Shut up, Miz. Yeah, it does.
The original doppelganger.
No, DNA makes you the father. Yes, it does. It makes you physically responsible for the child. Now, emotionally responsible and all those other things, you may never know. We're not sure about that. I can tell you if it makes you emotionally responsible for a child, because that's an individual conversation. But the DNA makes you directly physically responsible for that child. That you start there. Now, anything after that, Cindy, is something that has to happen. That's a social emotional conversation. But physically responsible, the DNA makes you physically responsible for that child immediately. Yes, it does.
And it should make you financially responsible.
And financially responsible. Listen, I'm still paying child support for Miz.
And I still ain't got them Jordans, so I wish you put me on punishment so we can speed up the process.
Miz, can you tell us why you was locked up this weekend though before we leave today?
Oh no!
See, everybody want to hear that shit, boy. Woo!
We have a huge audience today. This morning, there's people coming in from all over the place. I mean, thank you everybody for supporting the morning emails. There's so many people in here this morning. But yeah, what's y'all opinion? What do y'all think? Tamika Woods, she says, I asked a male friend and take And his take on the DNA test is mandatory, but his response was no, even though he agrees with the different stances that warrant testing is his personal, Yeah, but he don't sound like he want to be responsible.
That's
it sounds like he out there slinging. He out there slinging half.
Wrap it up.
She says it should not be mandatory. However, the option should be there to take in our community. It should be.
I think it should be mandatory because then it would stop a lot of unprotected sex.
Jada Chef said it may even cause more broken homes by doing the DNA test. Wow. How would that?
If you don't,
yes, it will. Yeah.
Break up your home.
One thing I do realize is that black people don't, from what I'm getting here, there's a 50. It's just like I'm a 50-50 question, and 50% of the people in here don't want to be responsible.
They don't want anybody to know who they're boinking.
When you see what that would do, that would make you think when you lay down with somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe we should think about who we're laying down with.
It'd be a lot less. It'd be a lot less oinking and boinking.
A lot less oinking and boinking. If you're going to be responsible for the repercussions of oinking and boinking. If I know that if I'm laying down with this woman and I get her pregnant, I might be responsible for that baby. Maybe I might want to just think about it. Back then I wouldn't think about it as a young man, but today I think about it now. But back then I wouldn't think. I don't want no more babies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no more.
And
babies.
the people that you say, who had a baby by them? And all of that is stoppable too. All of that was stopped too.
One quick question: how about the fathers out there that have kids and don't even know they have kids?
That's what I'm
real
saying.
Talk.
That's the real talk. There's a lot of dads out here that you find out you're the father 20 years later because now she does 23andMe. She does 23andMe, and then the DNA test pop up. How many? Yo, this shit is real. I mean, listen, this is a real conversation. You find out, so now you miss your entire life. You miss your entire life and not knowing who your father is.
That happens in my family.
Yeah, it happens a lot in all our families.
Yeah.
I'm upset right now. My father didn't get.
Go ahead, Miz. What'd you say?
My father didn't get to see me drink my first beer.
He's up there in heaven right now watching you drink that beer saying, go, you go, boy. Thank y'all for coming in this morning to me. Thank y'all for all the chiming in. What a great conversation this morning. Every morning we have good conversation. Happy Halloween. It's Ms. Christmas Halloween. What are you going as tomorrow, Ms.?
Lays.
He's going as Lays.
He's going as me.
As his daddy.
He's going as his daddy.
Yo, that was low. But you know what? I'll drink to that.
Hey, everybody, thank y'all for coming in this morning. This is your boy Glaze for the world famous, most dangerous MOP First Family and the Off School Grounds OSG family. I want to thank everybody for coming in this morning. Y'all come on back tomorrow. Thank you, Kimberly Robinson, Dr. D Nice, and everybody that chimed in this morning. We see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. Bye, Kimberly. This nigga Miz is out of. Yo, Miz, why was you locked up? Maybe we'll find out tomorrow why you was locked up. Come back tomorrow. Yeah, we'll find out why Miz was locked up tomorrow. Have a great day.